What's up, everyone? Welcome. Welcome to the Wednesday live stream. How's everyone doing? Welcome to the Wednesday live stream. Yo, Skull, what's up, my brother? I'm good. I'm good. How are you? How's everything with you, man? Hope life is doing well for you. I mean, you got to be busy, right? You got to be on the hustle. You got to be on the grind. I haven't seen you that often. So you got to be busy, which is a good thing. If you are busy, if you're on your grind, you got things happening. Always a great thing. Always a great thing. So I hope life is doing you well. Hey, that's work. I definitely understand that. This is why, okay? This is why I don't shirk away where I tell my brothers, work. Work is fine. Work is that's what you gotta do. We're adults. But what you also gotta do, right, is invest. You can work as hard as you gotta, but all that money that you work for, invest it. Invest it. So you don't have to work for the rest of your life. You don't have to work until you are in your 50s, 60s, 70s. Invest, please. Because I'm telling you guys, okay? I'm an old man, but I'm on my grind. I'm on my hustle. I am trying to be able to retire, or I don't have to work when I hit about when I'm 45. I want to have a good amount of money, good net worth, where I don't have to work. My bills are paid whether I work or not. So, work won't be kicking my ass because I won't allow it. Bro, that's all good. I'm happy. I'm happy that you even check out my videos, my replays. So thank you. Thank you, my brother. So don't stress it. Don't worry that if you can't catch me live. Uh you're amazing. You always are a big support. So I love you, brother. But that's why I want my brothers to invest, so they can escape the matrix, right? Escape the hustle and the grind of the world. So yes, exactly. That's what live off the interest, live off the investments. So like I said, me personally, I work. All I do is work. I invest. That is it. I pay my bills. Every other dime, I invest it. I invest it. So that's how I'm on my journey to live off of my investments. So that's what I also want my brothers to do. Right? I really do. Um, bro, thank you. You're amazing. Yes, but but let's get started. Let's get started tonight. Let's get started. I love you guys all. You guys are all amazing. Right? I want the best for every one of you guys. Right? So thank you for all the love and support. So let's get started. Let's get started on some interesting videos, interesting clips. All right. All right. So let's get started with the first clip tonight. Hopefully, it's an interesting one, a good one.
I was in Rihanna's shoes, I would marry ASAP Rocky either. How would it be in her best interest? If I'm a billionaire and my boyfriend is a thousandaire, no shade to ASAP, but let's just keep it all the way real. If I know that my boyfriend makes nowhere close to me, I am the breadwinner in each and every way. Why? Marriage is a business decision at the end of the day. And rich people definitely consider how much the other person makes when they decide who they're going to marry. Some people don't. Look at Mary J. Blige and look at her now. That woman, she got to work until the day she died to keep paying her ex husband. From a business perspective, why would she marry ASAP? Because if they fall out, trust and believe ASAP gonna be like, let me get half of all that. Trust and believe he's going to, because as history has shown, men get very petty when it comes to divorce. So it's just like, why are we acting stupid right now? If I was Rihanna, I'd never marry that man. And she probably told him, we're never getting married. Nope. You're going to be my boyfriend for life. You're going to be my boyfriend. We can be together real bad, but we never going to be married. Because if we break up, you don't even got to worry about who the kids is going to. They going to me. Because why? I make more money than you. I'm not paying you alimony, spousal support. This is my bread. As a woman, this is a business decision, honey. I was in Rihanna.
Skull, I too noticed the Hulk poster, so I thought that was cool. That's I give her credit for that. Okay, I give her credit for that poster. That was cool. That was I noticed that first too. This is the hypocrisy of women. The hypocrisy, right? The delusion of a lot of women. This is the thing. Well, I've said this before. This channel isn't about hating women. It is not about hating women. It's about holding women accountable for their words and actions, critiquing and calling out their delusions, their hypocrisies, their insanity. So it's not about hating women. I always want to say that. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. So this video is pure hypocrisy, because if it was the other way around, mm, crickets by women. You wouldn't hear shit by women. So let's break this shit down. Let's break this thing down.
Shoes, I would marry ASAP Rocky either.
If you were in Rihanna's shoes, you wouldn't marry ASAP Rocky, but you will have kids with a man you wouldn't marry. This is the problem. Honestly, sad as it is, this is the problem with the baby mama culture. This is the problem with black culture, or at least modern day black black women. You think it's logical to have kids with a man you wouldn't want to marry, but he's good enough to have kids with, which is a bigger responsibility. You are affecting the next generation's life. It's okay to have kids with that type of man. But, oh, God forbid, marriage to him? Now that is a no. That is a no. He's fine. He's good enough to have kids with. He's good enough to give your body to. Not good enough to marry.
How would it be in her best interest? If I'm a billionaire and my boyfriend is a thousandaire, no shade to ASAP, but let's.
That is the thing, right? You women always said, "Oh, I would never want to date down, or I would never want to date a man that makes less than me because of insecurities." Insecurities is it not his natural insecurities, or insecurities that you instill in him? Women will always look down on a man that makes less. This is what I was talking with Skull. I'm sorry. This is the problem, right? The, whoever makes the money makes the rules. Whoever makes the money has the power. This is a thing where it is men's prerogative. It is a duty of men. You have to make money. I'm sorry. In this world, in this world, in our world, you don't make money, you're not shit. If you don't have the money, you're not shit. No woman will respect you if you don't have the money. Now, God forbid you have the looks. They'll fuck you. They won't respect you. So, you gotta make the money. You gotta have the finances. You know what? That's probably it. That's the thing. That's the thing where, and that's the sad part. This is why good men finish last. Just like Skulls said, right? Get the man with the good genes or genes that you like. Okay? Don't marry him. Get kids from him, and then find a provider simp, right? A beta male provider simp. So he's now providing for you and the kids. I'm not talking about Rihanna, of course. You don't need no. It's in general this mindset, okay? That if it's okay to have kids with a man that makes less than you, that's less than you in your eyes, it's okay to do that, but definitely not okay to marry him. This is women's logic.
Just keep it all the way real. If I know that my boyfriend makes nowhere close to me, I am the breadwinner in each and every way. Why? Marriage is a business decision at the end of the day. And rich people definitely consider how much the other.
Not just rich people. This is a thing where here's a woman saying it. She's saying it. You wonder why modern day men, a lot of men in today's day and age, don't want to marry. Or they are very cautious when it comes to commitment. Cautious when it comes to marriage. Because when it's reversed, women would not give it. Women would not do that shit. Women would not lower because it's kind of this is how it is. Women usually marry or get into relationships. They marry up. They get into relationships with men that are of higher status. They get into relationship with men with more money. Yo, what's up? What's up? Totally awesome. Rich people get married. Yes, they do. But they do it. I believe they kind of do a statistic. I mean, intelligently. I believe, right? Combined finances.
Person makes when they decide who they're going to marry. Some people don't. Look at Mary J. Blige and look at her now. That woman, she got to work until the day she died to keep paying.
Here's the thing. A woman like Mary J. Blige, I don't think she's getting a man of her equal standing or better. She's a woman that hit the wall. She's a woman that doesn't have many options for serious commitment. Many options of men that she wants to marry her. So she had to, I guess, lower her financial standards to get a man that could marry her. Yeah, but this is the thing where I think a lot of rich people too. But this is the thing, right? I think with let's say with some, you know, rich people, they may look at things a little bit differently. So we you can necessarily tell. It could be about family, right? You can marry into each other's family, but or you could, I don't know. There's a lot of reasons. I'm not saying I know the mind of rich people.
And her ex-husband. From a business perspective, why would she marry ASAP? Because if they fall out, trust and believe ASAP gonna be like, let me get half of all that. Trust and believe he's going to, because as history has shown, men get very petty when it comes to divorce.
What history? What history? What history is this woman, this insane woman talking about? Majority of the time, alimony is rewarded to women. Majority of the time, it's men's asset that is split in half, given to women. Majority of the time, it's women that receive child support. How has history shown that Men are the ones to go crazy, right? Go crazy in, divorce proceedings. When also history, women are the ones to file for divorce predominantly, not men. The hypocrisy and delusion.
So it's just like,
Yo, big bars. What's up, my brother? They see, this is the thing. Women can't build shit to get the bag, but what they can do is is use men to get the bag.
why are we acting stupid right now? If I was Rihanna, I'd never marry that man. And she probably told him, we're never getting married. Nope. You gonna be my boyfriend for life. You gonna be my boyfriend. We can be together real bad, but we never gonna be married. Because if we break up, you don't even gotta worry about who the kids is going to. They going to me. Because why? I make more money than you. I'm not paying you alimony, spousal support. This is my bread. As a woman,
Ain't that something? Ain't that something? This is a thing where sometimes you view that men are fools, and sometimes you also think that men are the ones who are more the romantic. Men are usually the ones to marry down. Men are fine with it. Men are fine with marrying down. Women, God forbid they marry down. God forbid. God forbid they marry the man that they gave kids to. No, it's because it's a sucker's game. It's a sucker's game. Like this woman is pretty much insinuating. It's a sucker's game to marry down.
I this is a business decision, honey. I was in Rihanna.
That's the thing. It's a business decision. What do you guys think? I'm more showing that this is the hypocrisy, right? One, it's the hypocrisy in it. Two, it's the mentality, right? The baby mama mentality. Baby mama mentality. It is okay. It is fine. It's not talked about, criticized. For you to have kids with a man you don't even want, that you would not marry. It's okay. No, how about marry someone and then have kids? No, let's just have kids, but you're not good enough to marry. It's the okay. It's the being so being so fine to be a baby mom. And you know what? Let's say this in Rihanna's case. I don't know her dating life, but I would also assume that she probably had trouble finding men of her equal standings or better. Okay, because look at this. I would say this: Beyonce is a good example. She probably would have had trouble finding a man that's equal or better than her. So that is probably why when Jay-Z cheated on her, she stayed. Because she knows that she ain't gonna find better. She's gonna have to marry down, and she ain't gonna marry down. So, what do you guys think? Greedy, selfish people. Indeed, indeed, big bars. This is a thing where I've said this before that I think right now I believe women are the most selfish they have ever been in history. And this is the thing where because women are more, they're in such a different, I guess, social standing than ever before. They're essentially equal to men. So they have the ego. They have the ego. So, all right, let's check out this clip.
So I'm watching Farmer Wants a Wife, and I'm literally like, is this not what dating today feels like? there's one really smart, handsome, attractive guy, and then like 10 amazing women per man. I'm not on dating apps anymore, but when I was, you just know like the women to male ratio of like amazing women is just always so outnumbered. And then also, I'm a Christian, so it's like I just saw this video where she was like, why are women outnumbering men in the church? I'm just like, I don't know, like that is how like the dating market has felt to me. Just like the job market, there are not enough good jobs for the number of people that are educated and want to be employed. And I'm not saying like there's not enough good men. I just feel like I see more women that are ready to get married, that have their stuff together, than I come across men who aren't already married or already in relationships. And so I think reality TV, it feels more like reality, especially when it comes to these shows like The Bachelor, 4 Months a Wife, Love is Blind. It feels so much more realistic than like just watching one couple one-on-one date. Like today, it just literally feels like, I know a lot of women talk about having rosters. I personally don't believe in that. It's just not my thing. But I personally feel like men have so much like advantage and leverage in this dating time, just because there's just so many great dateable women right now, just marrying women, like women that anyone would want to be with. So I'm watching Farmer Wants a Wife, and I'm literally
This is utter pure delusion. And yo, big bars. This is what I believe. Women value money more than their body. Women value money more than their body. They treasure money more than their body. That's why they would rather give their body to a man than money to a man. All right, this woman is this is the thing where she has little life experience. She seems young, but the problem, and doesn't have so much life experience. It's not a problem, but she replaces that with skewed views thanks to social media. Her views are skewed thanks to social media. So, let's break it down. Let's break this down.
like, is this not what dating today feels like? There's one really smart, handsome, attractive guy, and then like 10 amazing women per.
Here's the thing, okay? This is the thing with women. Their views are so skewed. So skewed. One amazing, attractive, smart, handsome, perfect man. Seriously. This is the thing with a lot of women. They're so skewed in how they view men. And here's the thing. I think it's kind of what women have done to themselves. Dating app statistics have shown that, yeah, 80% of women are attracted to the top 20% of men. So most women find most men unattractive. Okay, well, that's what you've done it to yourself. You find most men unattractive. Women find most men unattractive. It, yo, what's up? What's up, my brother? And you know, I want to say that too. I want to talk about that too. This is the problem with women too. They find all women perfect. It's like, I barely, if ever, hear women actually being critical of other women. Practically every woman will call every other woman a 10, a goddess, amazing. She's so attractive. Every man should want to date her. And you fucking date her, right? You date her. Seriously, it's like women are so, it's like, to be honest, I think a lot of women are so superficial. They only see the outside. Wow, she looks gorgeous. She must be amazing. She must be like the most desirable woman in the world. A perfect 10, a queen, a goddess. It's like men have so much options because the sisterhood. There's so many perfect women out there, but there's so few there's so few good men because most men are ugly. It's like that's how women's views are skewed. You can call Lizzo a perfect 10. You can call Lizzo a goddess. Yet a man that's like obese as well, he's fucking hideous. This is the problem. Okay? The ego of women. You see a fat man and he's hideous. He's ugly. He's scum on your foot, okay? He's shit on your shoes. You see a fat woman. Oh my god, she's beautiful. She's a 10, she's a goddess. You see average women. Average women. They're so amazing. They're perfect. They're God's gift to earth. Average men, they are invisible. They're disgusting. They're ugly.
Per man. I'm not on dating apps anymore, but when I was, you just know like the
Yes, women. I mean, fine. You know what? Women love women. Cool. The problem is you're not dating women, okay? These women aren't dating other women. And how superficial are you? It's like, oh, men have so much option. Really? Really? Just because they look good, men have so much options? Have you dated them?
women to male ratio of like amazing women is just always so outnumbered. And
Amazing women. Amazing women. These women are literally strangers. And they're amazing. Why are they amazing? Why are these women amazing on all these dating apps? What's making them amazing? What's making them amazing? Are they amazing because they're just women? Is that it? Are they amazing? Are women amazing just because they're fucking women? This right here, this shit right here is absolute utter bullshit. It's delusional. It's disgusting in my opinion, okay? Because it's such a skewed view. It is hyping women while shitting on men. And that is absolutely disgusting. What makes these women so amazing? Not a single woman will tell you. What makes them amazing? What makes these women or these dating apps amazing? Since you date them, right? Since you know them, I guarantee you it's just because they're women.
also I'm a Christian, so it's like I just saw this video where she was like, why are women outnumbering men in the church? I'm just like, I don't know, like that is literally that.
Because in my personal opinion, the church has become bullshit. The church has just it's become a pander bear to women. It's a place that don't hold women accountable. Men are tired of it. It's a place that, you know what, just panders to women, feeds into women's delusions.
Is how like the dating market has felt to me. Just like the job market, there are not enough good jobs for the number of people that are educated and want to be employed. And I'm not saying like there's not enough good men. I just feel like I see more women that are ready to get married, that have their stuff together than
Really? More women that wants to get married? That's the stupidness. Get married or be wives. Yeah, of course. Women want marriage. Like most women want marriage. The glitz and glamour of a wedding. Most women don't know how to be wives. Most women are not ready to be wives. That's the thing. Yes, no duh. You want you want marriage. No duh. You want the image of a wedding. You don't want to be wives. That is the problem. Perception bias. That's amazing. Yo, Garrett, exactly. Great. This is why I love my chat. They're on point. They know that shit. The other day, my sister told me she just saw the most beautiful woman. Then I saw her and I was like, that's oh my god. Yo, bro. Exactly. Swear to God, it's like this is the problem with women. They are never honest. This is the problem. This is the thing, right? Why do you think liars, the players, the bad boys, the Pookies, the Chads, the Tyrones, why do you think these men win with women? They are good liars. They are good liars. When you lie, women will buy. This is why, in my honest opinion, good men fail. This is why good men finish last. I believe good men are not willing to lie. Good men are not willing to lie. I'm sorry. They'd rather be blunt, rather be honest, than feed into a woman's delusions, than lie and manipulate women. Personal opinion. Good men rather be honest than manipulate women so they can, I don't know, feel fucking good. But, the players, they don't mind. Lying to women is whatever. As long as I get that ass, I don't care if I lie. Young, dumb, fool of BS.
I come across men who aren't already married or already in relationships. And so I think reality TV, it feels more like reality, especially when it comes to these shows like The Bachelor, 4 Months a Wife, Love is Blind. It feels so much more.
This is the problem with women who pretty much inundate their brains with social media and with reality TV. You poison your brain. I literally hate reality TV. I disdain reality TV because one, it's such a big misconception. It is so fake. It's so fake. It's fake, and it just like it uses. It's like clickbait in your fucking face every fucking second, right? It's made to entertain. It's made to like, just do whatever to entertain you. So they will just make it outrageous.
Realistic than like just watching one couple one-on-one date. Like today, it just literally feels like, I know a lot of women talk about having rosters. I personally don't believe in that. It's just not my thing. But I personally feel like men have so much like advantage and leverage in this dating time, just because there's just so many great dateable women right now. Just
So many great dateable women? Really? Oh wow, really? There's so many great dateable women. What makes them great and dateable? What makes so many great women, dateable? Because how would you know? How would you know? Do you date them? Do you date them? Or is it just because they're women? Is it just because they have a fucking degree that makes them dateable? This is the thing why women are selfish. They don't give a shit what men want. They don't give a shit. They don't care. They don't need to know what men want. They themselves will perceive if women are dateable or not. This is the absolute delusion bubble. The delusion bubble. Just because you're a woman and you have a degree, you are dateable. Yeah, that's what men want. Right? That's what men want. A woman with a degree. That's hot. That's sexy, right? A woman with a degree. That makes her an amazing partner. It is just utterly stupid. And it's so the bias is insane. And honestly, this is why women can't sympathize with men, because they don't want to understand men. They don't care about men's thoughts, feelings, desires, whatever. They don't give a shit. They will perceive it. They will see that, oh, women are amazing. Men are ugly trolls. Plain and simple. There are plenty of dateable women, no dateable men. It's shit like this is tiring. It really is. Open today equals open to resource extraction. 100%. 100%. Exactly. Here's another one, okay? Just, just like they call those 10. I swear to God, I hate the modern women calling themselves 10s. This exactly why I say one of the biggest problems with modern day women, why dating sucks for men. Every fucking woman think they're a 10. Every woman think they're perfect. It is disgusting. This is the problem. This is what men have to deal with. Ego. Ego. No woman is humble. You're not even humble. You think you're a 10. You think you're perfect. This is why average men are failing in dating. Because in average women's eyes, average men are below them. Average men are below them. Average men are creeps, ugly, just undateable. Average women, okay, think they deserve the best because they are 10s. It's tiring. It really is. And here's the thing: what's a problem is that old generations or older women are just they are leading women astray.
Real quick. To my young ladies in your early 20s, late 30s, and you have went to college and you've like, I got to be married by 30. Stop. Get off that clock. Take you some time, travel the world, sleep with every man that make your pussy purr. I mean, sleep with them. Sleep with them quick. Get that on out. Get it out you. And if your body don't respond negatively, keep him around. Keep him around so you keep your sleep number low. But if you have been sexually traumatized and you have not gotten the proper help, don't get married in your early 20s, late 30s. Don't get married at that time because you will be an earth disturber and you and this man will not make it. So fuck everybody you can. Get married when you want to, respectfully. Real.
I really want to preface this. Yeah, I really want to preface this. I have met some intelligent women. I have. I have met some intelligent women. But why are so many women so stupid? Why are so many women so stupid? And in my honest opinion, women are so there's no good role models in womanhood. No women is suited to be a good role model. Because honestly, they're stupid. And I preface this, no hate. I think there's so many smart women, but god damn, the vast majority. Seriously, what's wrong? What is wrong? I,
Quick. To my young ladies in your early 20s, late 30s.
she's so disgusting. To think that you are advising younger women, be a big old dumb fool like me. Yes, be a. This is the women are. This is the thing where older women are literally destroying younger generation.
And you have went to college and you've like, I got to be married by 30. Stop. Get off that clock. Take you some time, travel the world.
Take you some time, travel the world, experience the world. Women actively sabotage. Like they this is the thing. Misery loves company. A woman that hits the wall, what do you think she wants? She wants other women to join. Misery loves company. She fucked up her own life, she's gonna need to fuck up yours too. Because she can't be alone. Because now men only view her as either a sexual object or she's invisible to good men. So she's gonna make other women suffer too. She's gonna make other women suffer too. Because the sisterhood. She can't be alone. Right? She needs other old bitter women to join with her. Right? So, hey, younger women, don't get married. Don't find a good partner. Don't find a partner to build a life with. No, travel. Travel. It's not like you can't marry and travel, right? It's not like you can't get a partner and travel the world with your partner. Hell, it's more safe if you travel with your man. But no, no. Let's travel the world like it's fucking safe to be a woman traveling the world. And why should women travel alone?
Sleep with every man that make your pussy purr.
So you can sleep with every man that makes your pussy pop. I swear to God. It's like women want other women to suffer. Sleep around. Sleep around. Give your bodies to a whole bunch of men. Like I said, women could give a shit about their body. They care more about their money than they do about their body. Women care more about money than they do about their bodies. They will trash their body, but they will save up their fucking money. Or they will treasure their money. It's like this is the thing where it's like, you wonder why men treat women like objects. You wonder why. You wonder why, a lot of men just view women as sexual objects. Here's a woman advising other women, have sex with other men that makes your pussy pop. Not, you know what? Not be intentional with your body, not be purposeful, not give your body to every fucking man out there or any man that makes your pussy pop. No. How about a man that actually cares? No. A man that just rouse your fucking intestines, right? That just like heats your vibe up. It's fucking stupid shit. I swear to God. And then you think why it is evil work. It is evil work. It really is.
I mean, sleep with them. Sleep with them quick. Get that on out. Get it out you. And if your body don't respond negatively, keep him around. Keep him around so you keep your sleep number low. But if you have been sexually traumatized,
and here's the bitch that's telling you to sleep around, and then have the audacity to talk about being sexually traumatized. This is, this is the thing where I said this before. Why I think women would benefit more to listen to men. Men's content, I think women would benefit more. Because here's the thing. What's the alternative? When men talk because they care about women, that's crazy, right? They actually care that women don't just have sex with a bunch of men that makes their pussy pop. It's absolutely disgusting. It really is. And then you have the audacity to care about women being sexually traumatized when in the same breath You are telling women to sleep with a bunch of men. Fucking disgusting. I'm sorry. I'm cursing a lot. It's just this is like things like this is sickening. Sickening. It really is. And you know what? I'm in support of free speech. Go for it. Right? Say your disgusting piece. But this is the thing where this is what I said in the beginning of the live stream. It's not about hating women. I truly believe men's content, and good men, it's not about hating women. It's not about hating women. But what it is about is holding women accountable. Holding women accountable. Criticizing. Talking about the hypocrisies, the delusions, the insanity of women. How can you talk about men valuing women? How can you even think that men would value women when in the same breath you are saying, sleep with every man you want? Sleep around. Sleep around.
And you have not gotten the proper help. Don't get married in your early 20s, late 30s.
You have not get the proper help. Don't get married in your 30s, your 20s. It's like help? Literally, you are destroying women. Proper help? How about be purposeful with your body? Don't add trauma, okay? Don't add trauma to your body. That would be helpful.
Don't get married at that time, because you will be an earth disturber, and you and this man will not make it. So
Literally an earth disturber, or whatever that fucking means. But literally a woman of chaos. Literally a woman of chaos, trying to spread her chaos.
fuck everybody you can. Get married when you want to.
It's not how it works. That's not how it works. Because honestly, you can tell this bitter woman is not married. You can tell this delusional woman isn't married. And if she is, man, that's sad. That's sad. But women like this is just so disgusting. It really is. It's, yes, complete cycle. Absolute insane cycle. I'll leave it out. I'm gonna play it. Leave it out for that.
Respectfully. Real quick. To my young ladies in your early 20s, late 30s, and you have went to college and you've like, I gotta be married by 30. Stop. Get off that clock. Take you some time, travel the world, sleep with every man that make your pussy purr. I mean, sleep with them. Sleep with them quick. Get that on out. Get it out you. And if your body don't respond negatively, keep him around. Keep him around so you keep your sleep number low. But if you have been sexually traumatized and you have not gotten the proper help, don't get married in your early 20s, late 30s. Don't get married at that time, because you will be an earth disturber, and you and this man will not make it. So fuck everybody you can. Get married when you want to.
Fuck everyone you can. Get married when you want.
Respectfully.
Absolute utter trash. Absolute utter trash. Really is. Really is. It's so disgusting. This is a thing where I find it that more and more I hear when women talk, how women think, It's why I have no sympathy. I say this a lot, but I have no sympathy for women when it comes to dating because they show you that at the end of the day, they are the problem. They are the reason why their dating life is failing. They are the reason why, if they are still in the dating market, they are the reason why they are still single in their later years. 100%. Not men's fault. Not men's fault. Not even fucking society's fault. It is their fault. 100% their fault. I have not been proven wrong. There's no proof. That is not 100% women's fault that they are still single. 100% their fault that their dating life sucks. All right, so since we're talking about the dating, let's do some Kendra G. Let's do some lovely Kendra G. I know you guys like some Kendra G. Of course she thinks she's right. And I swear to God, women are insane. Women are insane. Women are delusional. I swear. It is their delusion that is absolutely next level. I mean, like, this is the thing where I don't think men can be that delusional. I mean, it probably is, but I mean, I've not seen a man that delusional. But I don't know. All right. All right, let's do some Kendra G.
Hi, aren't you cute?
Hi, thank you.
What's your name, honey?
My name is Lydia.
Lydia. And where are you from? Well, I was about to say, where are you calling us from? Kitchen and cocktail?
Here.
Where do you live?
I live in the DC area. I'm in Northern Virginia right now.
Okay, do you have any kids?
No.
No kids. Have you ever been married?
No, ma'am.
Okay, how old are you?
I am 40 years old.
What'd you say?
40.
40, okay.
40. 40 and still single. For women, it is a big red flag. I've said this countless times before. As women age, they become bigger red flags. There's more trauma. There's more issues. There's higher standards, lower value. You're just a big red flag. You're just a big red flag. Because dating for women is easy. It's easy. Why haven't you found the man? One, you are attracted to or you attract shitty men. Men you can't sustain a long-term relationship with. Two, you are hard to deal with. Your personality is shit.
40. And did I ask you what you do for a living?
I work in human resources.
Okay, so 40 years old, no kids, never married, works in human resources. What kind of man are you looking for?
I'm sorry, you say sign? You say I'm a Pisces.
Oh, Pisces, yes. What kind of man are you looking for?
I'm looking for someone, a Christian man, who is kind and leads with values. Someone who is generous, not just financially, but emotionally, spiritually. Someone who's emotionally intelligent and consistent.
What are your deal breakers?
Deal breakers. Someone who's disrespectful. Someone who doesn't take their life seriously. Someone who isn't driven. Someone who doesn't want to build together with someone.
Okay.
One, red flag. She says she wants a Christian man. Here's the thing. I've always said this, okay? These women that constantly say, I want a man of God. I want a man of God. Sounds nice. Sounds nice, right? I mean, a godly man, okay? But time and time again, all these women that say they want a man of God constantly show that they themselves are not godly. They themselves don't follow the teachings of God. They show it time and time again. Now, this woman doesn't have a child, right? She's not a baby mom. Cool. But again, she's 40. She's 40. She hasn't prioritized, right? A leader, a man, a family. Which, in my personal opinion, I've said this before, I'm not a Bible thumper. But I'm pretty sure God promotes family above all. Not your career woman. Not your boss bitch. And here's the thing. At 40, you are asking for a man you can build with. Are you kidding me? If you wanted to build with a man, you should have already built with him at like 23, 24. That's when you build with a man. A man at 40? I'm pretty sure she's not getting with a man that needs to build at 40.
Should he look a certain way?
I'm tall, so I mean I'm 5'9" without heels, so I like someone tall, but also if someone was like had all the package, you know, it wouldn't bother me.
Okay.
But I'm 5'9" without heels. Okay.
Should he make a certain amount of money?
I hate this question. Can I take a shot for this?
Well, I mean, it's not a lot of pressure. If the answer is the answer. If it doesn't matter to you, then it doesn't matter. If it does matter, it matters. So why do you hate the question?
I would like him to make yeah, I'm ready to get I think he should make enough to be able to survive and have a comfortable life where we can travel and get together and have fun without grabbing. So the issue area, you're gonna hold me to a number, aren't you?
Okay.
You're gonna hold me to a number?
Say it again.
I said, are you gonna hold me to a number?
No, the question is this: if he does or he doesn't, I won't put you to a number. I can tell you don't want to answer it. He said as long as he has a job. Yes.
Hey, I didn't say that. Hey, hold on. Wait. Time out.
So we're gonna do this to the kitchen wall. All right. What question category? Tell me the truth, risky business, or tell me on.
Tell me the truth.
Everybody wants to tell me the truth because it's a deal breaker.
I want to tell the truth.
You know what? I know the question. It's in the deck. So this will be a good question for you. If you met a man, he was faithful, good sex, loyal, but broke, and you were able to be the sole breadwinner in the relationship, could you date him?
Wait, say that last part again. And what about a relationship?
If you met a man and he was loyal, faithful, good sex, but broke, and you would have to be the sole provider in the relationship, would you date him?
You know what? I would, because the type of man that I want to be with is so driven and he pushes forward that he won't even be broke long. He's gonna go out, he's gonna do things and stuff.
Okay.
You won't be broke for long. You're 40. Who do you think you're dating? A 25-year-old? If a man is broke at 40, why would you think you want to be broke for long? You're literally not answering the question because you're trying to make it so, okay, you know what? I want a perfect man. Literally, she said, he's faithful, great in the bed, right? He's loving, he's all these things. He's just broke. Now, you want a man that has all these things, but don't be broke for long. So essentially, he's a fuck. It's like, seriously, stop it with wanting it all.
Good answer. answer.
Thank you.
Okay, let's
So
do
broke is
it.
only temporary state. That's not a mindset. That's just
Oh,
a financial time.
you can date him temporarily, but not for a long time. I got you, girlfriend. All right, let's do it. Time for you to do kitchen jam. Wait 1 second. You walk so fast.
I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. You want me to do
No,
it?
no. Wait, let's do it again. She wants to do the kitchen jam again. Okay. Yes. Okay, okay. What's your name on the Kendra G singles dating app?
I believe I'm Lydia Love.
Lydia Love?
Yes.
Okay. She's already getting notifications. Okay. Here she is. Lydia Love.
Wait, what? Why does it say she's 35 years old? Why on the dating app did she say she's 35-year-old?
Lydia Love. Okay. All right. There you go. You look so good.
Thank you.
Lydia Love on the Kendra G singles dating app. You can put your heart on the star or send her a DM. All right, girlfriend.
And you say that men are catfishing. You say you're catfishing. Literally, she says she's 40. On a dating app, she says she's 35. Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. All right, let's do some more Kendra G. Let's do some more Kendra G. All right, let's do this. Let's check out this Kendra G video.
Dallas. It's 9:31.
Okay, 9:30 in Dallas. All right. All right, what's your
Yeah.
name, baby?
Devonna,
Devonna. And where you calling me from?
Dallas, Texas.
Duh. What you do for a
Yes.
living, boo?
I work in logistics, so like warehouse.
And how old are you?
36.
Okay, I know you about to go to bed, but you on live TV right now. You want to keep your bonnet on?
Yes.
Okay.
Y'all don't want to see
Yeah.
what's going on with this wig. My lace ain't right. It's not right.
Okay, okay. So, the bonnet is better than the wig right now.
Yes, I am wearing a wig, but I do
Okay.
have hair. I'm not bald head. I swear.
Okay. What? Do you have any kids, honey?
No kids. Just
This is a thing where it's funny that women expect men to, like, for me personally, on, I don't know, maybe it's my FYP, right? My For You page. But you hear constantly women saying that, oh, men are ugly, men are ugly. Women are dating mid ugly men. Without all the fake shit or the dolling up or the hours of work, most women are average at best. Most women are average at best. So it's like, it's funny how women like to shape the narrative that there's so many ugly men out there. So many ugly men out there. Oh, women are dating the mid ugly men. All this shit. But in reality, actual reality, because I believe this, right? Men are not honest to women. Of course. I mean, men want that ass. Of course they're not honest. But to be honest, most women are average at best.
Just the fur mom. That's it.
The fur mom. You ever been married?
No.
Never married. Okay. So we got Devonna, Dallas, Logistics, 36. No kids, never married. What's your zodiac sign?
Virgo, the best sign.
All right, let's get to it. Devonna Dallas, logistics 36, no kids, never married. What
Mhm.
kind of man you looking for?
I guess just somebody that is a good communicator. I guess like young around my age, but old fashioned because I still want to like have conversations on the phone. I'm not really into like texting back and forth for somebody that's not really intentional. So I want somebody to really get to know me because I really want to know them. So
Because she really wants to get to know them.
I
Okay, okay.
do.
What are your deal breakers?
Deal breakers, I guess somebody that doesn't know how to communicate. So inconsistent, especially when it comes to communication. And just inconsistent all the way around. Don't tell me you're gonna do something and then don't do it. Like that's probably a pet peeve and a deal breaker.
Pet peeve and a deal breaker. Okay.
Yes.
Should he look a certain way?
No, I mean, I think we're all working on ourselves, so he doesn't have to look a certain way. I would prefer somebody that's taller than me. I'm not that tall. I'm like 5'6", but 5'6" and up would be preferred.
5'6" and that would be preferred.
Yeah.
Okay. Should he make a certain amount of money?
Um, he don't have to make a certain amount of money, but like at least be able to take care of yourself. So I think that's starting at like 50K or something like that,
Okay.
and work your way up. I'm trying to work my way up. So
Okay, I know that's right.
yeah.
What's the age range you want to date?
Um, I would say like 32 to like 45.
32 to 45.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's do the Kendra Cam.
Oh yeah. I'll be forgetting about this part. Okay. Ugh.
Oh, looks like you in. Okay, we see you, buddy.
I got no booty. Sorry.
What'd you say about your butt?
I don't got no booty, y'all. None. It's just a little pinch back there. That's it.
It's Devonna?
Divana. Yes.
Devonna. Do you want kids?
Yes, I do. Mhm.
Okay. Would you date a guy that has kids already?
This is a thing where it seems like a lot of women really don't take dating serious. Yes. Can you have kids later in life? Of course. Of course. Women have had kids in their late 40s, 50s. Okay. But there's a reason. There's a reason why doctors don't recommend it. There's a real like, and this is the problem I find it, okay? Why you hear women say, "Oh, I put my life on the line to give you kids," or how the the hardship of having kids, like, or like, what, or like they could get I don't know, the depression of having kids or the struggles of having kids. Guess what? Maybe not have kids in your fucking late 30s to maybe 40s. Maybe have kids when your body is at its prime, right? Your body's at its prime. Because this is the thing where women don't take into account. If you are having kids at the age where doctors aren't recommending it, don't be surprised that it may be harmful to your body. I've known women that, having kids in their late 30s and they're bleeding and it's like there's medical complications. So it's like it's really ridiculous. And listen, I've always said this, okay? Use common sense, right? How about, yo, Ivan, what's up, my brother? This is a thing where use some common sense. Use some, like, plan your life better. You're 36. Most likely, right? If you are on purpose, you may meet a man within a year or two. But I always lowball it just to be kind to women. 36. You meet a man at 37. Okay, you meet him, you get to know him, in a relationship. Fine. At 38, you guys are getting ready to, you're engaged at 38. Now at 38, boom, okay, now you get married at 39. Get married, you know, So now you're getting ready to have kids almost in your 40s. It's really ridiculous why women don't like calculate their time frames correctly or optimally.
Yes, if he wants more kids, I would say like even in the next year or two, because I mean I'm getting up there, so I don't want necessarily to wait super long. But yeah, I
In the year, you think you could have you think you would get a man tomorrow? You think you could get a man tomorrow? Because if you, it's like seriously, if you, this is the thing, dating isn't hard for women. If you wanted a man, you would have already gotten him. So the problem isn't getting a man. The problem is getting the man you want. And at 36, right? Logic dictates that you haven't found him. You haven't gotten the man that you want. So do you think you will get the man that you want tomorrow? So a year or two?
I don't mind somebody having kids as long as they want more kids, because I want at least one.
You want at least one? Okay,
Yeah.
fair enough. She wants at least one. All right. When was your last relationship?
My last relationship was last year. I believe we broke up like the week before Valentine's Day, so February.
February. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to answer, but I'm gonna ask. When's the last time you was intimate with someone?
I would say like 3 months ago, something like that.
Okay, 3 months ago.
Mm-hmm.
3 flaws you have to work on.
I am impatient. I think my expectations, I'm trying to learn that, everybody's not necessarily me. So I'm trying to like give people a chance. So impatient. I wouldn't say lower my expectations, but just don't have the expectation for them to be exactly like me.
Impatient, irrational expectations, most likely an attitude. I said it. Women constantly prove me right. At 36, you wonder why she's still single. Like I said, dating is easy for women. It ain't hard to find a man. So why are you still single? Because you're most likely a bitch.
I need to be a little bit more ambitious. So I want to put myself out there. I guess this is putting myself out there, but I'm not as spontaneous as I would like to be. So I'm working on that.
Okay. And why would a guy be lucky to be with you?
Kendra, I'm just the whole package.
You're the whole package. But at 36, you're still looking for a man. Your whole package that no man has wanted. Your whole package that you couldn't sustain a relationship. This is the fucking ego I'm talking about. The ego. Like, seriously. It's like, are there no humble women out there anymore? Are there no women with actual self-reflection? You're not the whole package. If you were the whole package, why are you still single? So no man wanted the whole package? All the men you dated, you dated men you don't want? Or you dated men that couldn't stand this whole package? It's the fucking ego. It really is. The more you listen to how women talk, it's like they are the example of narcissism. It's like irrational ego. Really. Make it make sense. If you are the whole package, why are you still single? Stop. I swear, it says like, stop thinking you're perfect. You are obviously not the whole package.
I am and I'm ready. I've had to do some work, obviously had to come over heartbreak and all these crazy ups and downs as far as in life. So I think at this big age, I'm ready. So I'm ready. If they ready, we can do this. We can go.
Okay, here you are.
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah, so you need to check in because right now, I wanted to show your photo without your bonnet because I'm gonna tell you right now, They gonna talk about your body on these internet streets, girl.
I don't care. That's fine.
Okay, so I want to show you a new feature that we have. You're in Dallas, right?
Yes.
So now, do you want to find men in Dallas or you want men anywhere?
Anywhere within the United States. I don't know about further out than that.
Okay, so let's do this. I'm gonna show you how to do the advanced feature search on the app because now you get more specific, right?
Okay.
So what's your age range?
32 to 45.
So we're gonna do black men. Does race matter?
No, race doesn't matter.
So it could be any race?
It could be any race.
Okay, so I'm gonna leave the race open. Kids matter?
No.
So it doesn't matter if you got kids. Education matter?
No.
Oh, you open, girl. So you real easy. You just want a man in between the age of 32 to 40.
She's so easy. She's still single at 36. She's so easy being the whole package. She's still single at 36. Maybe she's not easy. I mean, maybe her standards isn't that crazy, but maybe dating her is a headache in itself.
Located anywhere in America.
And that like me. If they like me, they want to get to know Devonna, I'm all with it.
All right, well, I'm about to bring them up. 32 to 45 men. Okay, I'm going to bring some up for you to choose. Okay, he's 38. This is Shy. He's 38. And he's located where? He's in Virginia. Alexandria, Virginia. Okay, I'm going for the men of the age range. You actually were pretty. Let's look at Brian.
Hi. See, here's my fur baby. She done got up. Say hi, Giselle. Say hey.
Here's Brian. Brian is in Mount Vernon. 38.
Okay. Wait, Mount Vernon, Illinois?
Mount Vernon, New York.
Oh, okay.
You tell me anywhere.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, you tell me anywhere. So I didn't put in. Ooh, that's he like he could be a model.
He do. He looks nice.
Okay, Gregory, because you was open to all.
I like Gregory.
Okay, let's see where Gregory. Gregory is in California.
Okay.
He's 45. Long-term relationship.
He looks nice and he has a good smile.
Okay. So listen, that's the advanced feature search, but you could have been even more advanced because you could have did black, you could have did city, you could do city. So that's the new feature on the Kendra G Singles dating app.
Kendra is really pushing that app. Of course, that's how she's trying to make money from it. So I get it. This is a thing where I want to say, okay, some women are just average, okay, they're not crazy or anything about that. But this is a thing where you got to think about why are they still single when dating is easy, right? It's not hard for women. When dating is easy for women, why are you still single? Why are you still single? And a lot of times is that it's women ego. They think that they're better than they are. Their attitude. I think women's attitude is the most biggest detriment to them. The attitude. I really do. It's like they're aggressive, they're combative, they're egotistical. I really do. I think that's the worst. And a lot of women are not that bad. This is the thing. I'll be honest. A lot of women aren't that bad. Not like she said anything too crazy, right? I mean, her standards, open to all races, not crazy high. She didn't say outrageous earning. I think the problem is her attitude. A lot of women, because of how women are going about life nowadays, their attitude is the worst. It's very masculine. It's very combative. And it's hard, it's hard to deal with in relationships. So that's the thing where I find it it's sad. I think it's disappointing because as human beings, I believe our purpose is to, mate. It's to, get together and, produce the next generation, but also as a civilized society, we you know we get into long term relationships. I believe average people, yes, I believe average people. The benefit is to be in long term monogamous relationships, and that's the thing. I want us to not always be versus each other, right? I definitely agree that we shouldn't always fight with each other, you know. But the problem is that a lot of a lot of us, women in particular, can't make relationships work because of their attitude. Here's the thing: at 36, she most likely been single for so long. It's hard for her to be how to be a good partner because she may not really have good skills of you know how to deal with or uh, just be compromising or whatever. Okay, all these, I guess, technical terms to be a good partner in a relationship. Because I think that's the problem that a lot of women, they are staying single for so long and they've been through so many bad relationships. It just it just builds them into a terrible partner. So, I don't know. What do you guys think? Let's do one that's more tantalizing. Okay? That's more crazy.
You ready?
This one is the long one, so we'll probably end out on this one.
Or Google Play Store and download now.
Yeah, I'm a little
All right, let's check out this.
bit nervous.
I know. I understand. I mean, guys, you guys have a lot of courage to come on our show, so I'm not mad at it. All right, how do you pronounce your name, honey?
Yeah.
Cynthia? You said Cynthia?
Yeah.
Say it again.
Yeah.
Tia. Tia, how old are you?
I'm 25.
25, and what you do for a living?
I'm currently a dual master's grad student, but I work part time. I have two jobs. So I work with kids with disabilities and adults with disabilities.
So, okay, kids with disabilities and adults with disabilities. Okay, do you have any kids yourself?
No,
No kids. And what city or state you calling me from?
I'm in New York City.
New York City. And what's your zodiac sign?
Virgo.
What?
Oh,
A Virgo? Virgo. So we got Tia, 25, Virgo, lives in New York City, works with kids and adults with disability, and no kids yourself, right? Never married?
no, and I'm a student as well.
And you're a student. Okay. All right, Tia. What kind of man you looking for?
So I'm dating and I'm on like a couple dating apps and I meet men in person, but I guess someone that's kind, intelligent, that's major for me, um, educated, preferably no kids because I have no kids, and uh, just a good person
A
and
good person.
financially secure.
Okay. What are your deal breakers?
I think my deal breakers is any criminal record, someone that's not sensitive to kids or adults with disability or people that are like different than them. Like I have ADHD. That's something that I've kind of always had and I discovered I had it
like in my early 20s. So that's a part of my identity. And I work with kids. And when I graduate, I'll be a special education like teacher. So someone that's just very in tune with knowing that there's.
I kind of have some controversial opinions with being the whole HD thing, or a what was it? Yeah, ADHD. Uh, I just, to be honest, I mean, like, of course, it's a medical thing. I get it, but I really feel like a lot of times it's more someone doesn't have its own personal opinion, because what I've seen. I mean, again, I don't have a clear opinion on it, but it's like I find it that it's more that people don't have uh self control or really strong will. I don't know. I mean, it's just weird because I always look weird at people or side eye people that says they have ADHD.
Neurodivergent people out there. So that's important for me. I guess a deal breaker would be.
It's more because I just feel like a lot of people are just they just want to like categorize themselves. Okay, if they have any kind of issues, oh, it's the I have this, I have that, so that's why I'm like this, I'm like that. Uh, Maybe it's just like I feel like it's excuses.
Not being understanding of that. Another deal breaker would be a lot of kids. 51 in 50-50 relationship, like one in a 50-50 situationship, and any type of abusiveness.
So you don't want a 50-50 relationship?
No, that's not
Okay.
up culturally. I'm Jamaican, so.
Okay. So that means you want a provider 100%.
80, 90%, even 70%, yeah, a provider.
80, 90%. Okay. Okay. Should he look a certain way?
I'm 5'8", so I would prefer someone 5'9" and up.
Someone 5'9" and up. Okay. Should he make a certain amount of money?
Yeah, so I do want to get married and I want kids in the future. So I would say upwards of like a quarter, middle six figures.
So 250,000.
Yes.
Yes, she's young. She's young, 25. I'll be honest. She's an adjustable four. She's an adjustable four. At 25, unless she wants to marry a man that's in his 40s. It's, this is a thing, okay? Let's say this. A man in his 30s makes $250,000. Man in his 30s makes $250,000. You think he looks her way? I mean, unless he's a loser. And there are plenty of losers with money. But in general, a man that is in his, you know, 30s that makes high six figures or mid six figures. It's a shame that he would be having troubles with women like that. Now, let's also think about this. If she's 25, she wants a 25-year-old that makes high six figures, mid six figures. Why would he be looking her way? This is a woman that's, if you be nice, she's average at best. So, again, unless you want to marry someone that's in his 40s, where the trade off, right? Even though he makes a good amount of money, well, the trade off would be your youth. He's paying for your youth. Because here's the thing, like I said, A man in his 30s, especially in his 20s, he doesn't need a woman in her youth, or he doesn't. Women in their youth would want those men. This is the problem, right? I said this consistently. It's ego. It's ego. You are average at best, and that's being nice. And you want men with top tier money. Most men, most men will never see six figures. Most men. And if they would, they won't see it until their late 40s, maybe 50s. Most men don't reach that financial status. And that's at best. Okay? And that's like lower six figures. And that's later in life. So you wanted a man to make like over $250,000. Like, it's the ego. It's the delusion.
Okay. So does the man have a shot with you if he makes less than that or projected to make less than that or no?
No, I want kids, and kids are expensive. I work with kids 5 to 7 days a week, so.
Okay, so no man that's not making that or projected to make that.
Can I tell you my age range? Maybe that will make more sense to you and the men dating. So I'm used to dating like executives, people in tech, doctors, um, business owners, and a lot of them do make that amount or higher.
Where are they? Where are they? Again, if she's dating someone, good amount older than her, yeah, I see that's a trade off. I get it. But you gotta also think. A man that's, like she said, executive, doctor, all this stuff, okay, makes good money. Yeah, he's probably getting with you because you're youth. But here's the thing. I don't mean he's committing to you. I mean, I don't mean that he he's not getting other women as well. Because you could say that you get these men. Where are they now?
So what's up with those guys?
Um, well, kids, they have kids, or they don't want to be a provider, or things just
So
happen.
they make the amount of money and they still don't want to be a provider?
Yeah, they want 50-50 relationships.
So you date the men that make 250K and they still want a 50-50 relationship?
Yeah, many men don't want to be providers. It's a thing. Or some of them don't want to have kids, or they're a certain age. So the age range I date, I would say, would be like 30 and up.
Okay. Okay. But 250K is the minimum.
I want to be married and I want to have kids. So I would say I don't want to put a number on it because I feel like there's a stigma when you put a number on it. So
Well, I mean, here's the deal. The question can be skipped and sometimes not, no, excuse me. The question can't be skipped. But I mean, the answer could be whatever it is, right? So there's some women who don't care, but you obviously do care. So I guess the clarity is this. You want to have children, and when you have children, you do not want to work at all.
oh no, my career trajectory is teacher, specialist, lawyer. So I do want to work, but I do want someone that will provide for the family. Like that's
So
the
I guess sometimes I've heard this question from the men. So what happens with all the money that you make if he's the sole provider?
it goes into the household, it goes into the kids, it goes into investment, travel, stuff like that.
Okay, so he's the sole provider of all the living expenses, and your money is the extracurricular activity.
Yes.
Okay, okay, we got the explanation. Okay.
A man that makes 250K. Why does he need your money for the extra activity? And here's the thing too. This is the thing. Fine. Okay. Your money is for the extra strength. Okay, cool. But here's the thing. A man that makes that amount of money Is he? I don't know. I find it that a lot of times it's going to be a clash when you're with a career woman. I mean, could it work? Yes, but I don't know. I've seen it a few times when a man makes a decent amount of money, he prefers a stay-at-home wife.
Let's do the Kendra Cam.
Um,
Oh, look, Karen State.
like to go hiking and exercise and stuff like that. So, my schedule is a little bit packed right now, but when I'm not so packed, I'm very like active.
When you're not so packed, okay. Let me see. We got some paid questions, child.
No.
This one said, Kendra, go ahead and get your drawing pad ready. Save her some time. So I have been known to draw people for people when they say something that we think is not going to happen. I'm not going to draw your man, though.
I'm not asking for a lot. These are the men that I date, and
Yeah, okay, but let me challenge that. So one will say, if these are the men that you date, then you don't even need to be with us. You should be able to close the deal then because you already have access to the men that you date. So that actually,
This is the thing where this is what you know what I hate, that this is the problem with when it comes to for women, because how women go about dating makes them delusional. So here's one thing, right? One, if they men want to have sex with them, women think all men want you, right? You think all men want you because all men want to have sex with you. That's delusional. Two, you think that you've dated the entertainers, the athletes, the millionaires, the six figures, the CEOs, the doctors. You can always get any of these men. But that's also delusional. Because here's the thing. Getting men to have sex with you ain't that hard. Getting men to go on dates with you ain't even that hard as well. Getting a man to commit to you. Now that is the thing. That is the flex. Getting a man to put a ring on that finger. That is a flex. Not saying, oh, I got a man to have sex with me. I got a man to get me on a date. That's really nothing. Yo, redneck, you are crazy. Shit. Yes, I mean, this is a thing where I believe the men that have six figures and dating her, the trade-off is these men aren't either these men aren't top tier good looking, or they aren't anything special, but the trade-off is dating a woman in her mid-20s, and or she's just a notch on these men's belt.
it actually kind of makes it worse because what you're telling us is you have access to these men, but you're not closing the deal with them to get what you want, I guess, which is to be their wife.
Mm-hmm. I see your point there. My goal isn't to be someone's wife that doesn't want me to be their wife. So it has to be equally aligned, right? Like right now, my focus right now is like making sure I can provide for myself. But whoever is coming in my life, I want them to be able to provide as well. So that's why I'm in grad school. That's why I plan to go to law school. Like I want to be a boss chick. Like I want to be able to provide and take care of myself. But whoever else.
Uh, this is a thing where this is why this is why a lot of women are misguided. This is why a lot of women are misguided. A boss chick, that isn't a wife. A boss chick? What provider man wants a boss chick? I swear. I to be honest, I think only fools want a boss chick. And I've been there, right? I've been the fool. I've been the fool. Thinking, oh my God, this woman is like, oh, in finances. She's so smart. She's a boss chick, right? She's so intelligent. So many degrees, all that shit. But you know what? It's arguments. It's fights. It's attitude. It's like she thinks she knows best. It's her way or the highway. It's constant fighting. And yet she still wants you to provide. But God forbid she listens to you. A man that provides, okay? A man that's responsible for you, but no authority over you, fuck that shit. No, men ain't gonna deal with that. Especially men that provide. So this is why a lot of women will fail. You want a man to provide, but you are not the type of woman men would want to provide for. Especially of men of that caliber.
Who else is going to be in that picture needs to also be able to do that. So it's not like I'm asking for something that I can't do for myself.
No, I get that. I think this is where, listen, I always tell people I'm not a relationship expert. I'm not a life coach. I don't give myself those titles. What I will say is I have a journalist background. And for the last 5 years, I have been talking to more than, really, I think the number is more than 15,000 single people. So with that, I've collected a lot of data. And I was talking about this the other day, and I get the boss chick mentality because the boss chick says kind of what you says. I can provide this for myself, so I'm only asking what you can do in return, which makes sense. I get that logical thinking, right? But
no, it don't make sense. Okay, because here's the thing. Great, you can provide for yourself. So you want a man that can provide for you too. Because you can provide for yourself. But this is the thing. If you can provide for yourself, why do you need a man to provide for you? Where's the logic in that? You can provide for yourself. You worked so hard to be a boss chick. Why do you need a man to provide for you? You don't need him to provide for you. You can already provide for yourself. There is no logic to that. There's no desire. Why would I provide for a boss chick if she can do it for herself? And here's the thing where it's such one-sided. Great, you want a man that can do what you can do. Okay, what does a man want? What does the man that you want, what does he want? Crickets. You don't ever hear a woman knowing what a man wants. Because they don't give a shit. They only care about themselves.
Disconnect. The man that usually makes that amount, he dates with a different mindset. I don't think any man wants a stupid woman to be his wife because they want somebody smart enough to raise their kids. I don't think any man even wants necessarily a broke woman, right? But I think it's not, they don't always say, I want my financial equal. It's more so, I want the woman that fits within my lifestyle. And sometimes it could be a woman who makes half of what you make. She wins out of availability for the things that he needs, right? So, but either way, I will say, good.
So I was dating this guy for 3 months recently, and it's funny enough that you're talking about this. The reason that I had to cut off that relationship was a few things came up that I didn't agree with. So he does well for himself. He's in tech, but we got into a conversation about like what happens if I get pregnant or what happens if we're married and I have kids. So his take is that he knows people that have kids and goes back to work in 3 months, 6 months. My take is that if I'm having a child with a man, I want to be able to be there for that child at least until they can talk. So
Well, that's, but I asked you this question and I said, you want to have kids and you don't want to work. And you said, that's not true. I'm a student. I want to do this.
then,
Oh, your volume went out, honey.
I'm sorry, until they can talk, as in I want to go back to work. As in, that is something that I wouldn't mind doing, but I want to be there. I want to heal after I have a child. Black women have the highest mortality rate. So it all comes into play. So I would want to be with someone that if I can't work or if I can't contribute to the household, they can pick up the slack 100% without anything.
So how many years is that? So the child can talk like 2 years old?
Yeah. So
Right.
for him, that was absolutely not.
Okay.
So that's why I had to, that and a few other reasons was why I had to break that off.
Okay, fair enough. So you guys were in a relationship?
Yeah, we were dating for months. I literally broke it off, I think
Were
earlier,
you guys dating or were you guys in a relationship?
3 months.
Say
It
what?
we were dating for 3 months.
Okay, but you guys weren't in an exclusive relationship.
No, I was in an exclusive relationship with my ex up until like December.
Okay. Oh, so you went to him, and now your ex made your 250 quality, 250,000 a year.
Way more.
So why you break up with him?
I don't want to get into it. So it's personal.
Okay, we'll leave it at that. All right, so these are the men that you frequent. So you feel as though, I will say this. I know that if you are around the men in that tax bracket, that is, I mean, I know it seems like it's normal, but that is an exceptional tax bracket. It is. So don't negate that. I think you are doing a good job because you are dating within your circle, so that's good. So now I'm getting more of the backstory of where your standards coming from. Okay. All right. Let's continue. So, what are your 3 flaws? Wait. Did I ask you when your last? Well, we got your last relationship. When's the last time you was intimate with someone?
TMI.
Okay. And 3 flaws you have to work on.
My time, I have a time because of my ADHD. Sometimes I have time blindness. I've gotten it down from my teenage years from like an hour or two to about.
That's why I feel like ADHD is just an excuse for bad behavior. I don't know. I mean, personal opinion.
15 minutes now. So I've been actively working on that for like 10 years.
Been working on what?
Time blindness. So sometimes I have more time than I have and I don't. So
And here's the thing, right? I've said this before. I've dated predominantly black women. And unless all black women have ADHD, almost every black woman I've dated, uh, they're terrible when it comes to time. Always late. Like always late. I mean, I swear, like lateness is like the one biggest trait they all have that I've dated. So really, you want to blame it on, ADHD?
like run a little late.
Oh, girl, that's diagnosed with something. Because I definitely got that, child. What is it called? I thought it was CP time. There's another word for it.
Called time blindness. So when you have ADHD, you have a few things that are quirks for some people.
Child, let me tell you something. Ain't nobody late it's a shame. You almost gotta lie to me to get me on time. Like you should tell me it starts 2 hours earlier to get me on time. But okay, that's the thing. Thank you for that. 2 more flaws.
I think I expect a lot from people because I expect a lot from myself. So that could be a flaw. And I can walk.
This is the thing where I find a lot with women that they use themselves as a barometer for everything. She said she expects a lot from others because she expects a lot from herself. But do you perceive what others expect from you? That's the thing. Yeah? You expect a lot from others. What makes more sense if you expect a lot from others because others expect a lot from you? Who gives a shit what you expect for yourself? That's your shit. That's all your own thing. A lot of times women go about things very skewed.
Walk away from anything. Like I'm a lover and a leaver. That's what I tell people.
You're a lover and a leaver? Okay. So was that 3?
Yeah, it's 3. So
Oh.
time. What was the second one that I said? Time blindness, lover and a leaver, and I guess I'll do a third one. What's a third one? I want to be more healthy. I think that's a goal for me. Like I lost about 15 pounds since leaving my ex, and a job that I was a child social worker last year. Since leaving my ex and my job, so I'm working on about 25 more pounds. I was extremely stressed out, so.
Okay.
But
Okay.
wait, leaving people where they have me effed up at and being more on time, being more punctual.
Okay. And why would a guy be lucky to be with you?
I would say a guy would be lucky to be with me because I'm very spontaneous. I'm very adventurous. Most people would say I'm intelligent, and I care about people, like genuinely care about people. I think I'm a kind person. I yeah, I think I'm a good person overall, which.
A lot of women, right? This is funny with me. A lot of women ask for rare men, okay? Rare men. Money alone, that makes him 1%. Okay, 225k, 225k, that makes him 1%. Yet, when you ask them what makes a man lucky to be with you, women say the exact same thing or very things that's very generic, things that are just really not that special. You're kind. Okay. I've never heard a woman say that I'm evil, right? What woman says that I'm not kind, I'm evil? It's like, seriously, your the traits that you have that will make him lucky to be with you, you're just another face in the crowd. Then you're really nothing. You're really not that special. The traits that will make a man lucky to be with you is it's like very common. It's very common. Ain't rare. Just nothing special. So this is the thing. This is the problem. Most people, i.e., most women, are average. The problem is you're asking for above average men. Now, yes, you're dating these men, but it shows that you can't handle these men. You can't handle these men because you don't have the mentality, the you know, the temperament or personality, whatever, to handle men that make that amount of money.
There's not a lot of. I feel like there should be more good people in this world. So.
You should be got good people in this world. All right, so we got Tia, New York. Do you want the guy to be in New York, honey?
New York, New Jersey would work. I don't have a car. That's a goal for mine when I graduate, like with my master's in a few months. So New York, New Jersey would work the best for now.
And what's your age range again was what?
I'm 25. I'm turning 26 in September. So I would say I would prefer under 50.
Okay, so what's the youngest?
29.
29 and 50. Okay. And you said he can't have kids already or he can't?
I would prefer no kids. If you do have a child, you need to make more money.
More than a 250K? Oh, okay. So what is the amount he should make if he already has kids?
Not go there. Just make more money.
So, okay, I want to be clear. So no kids is a 250K requirement. If he has kids, he has to make more than 250K.
Not necessarily about the money. Like on
That's what you said. You said if he has kids, he has to make more money.
Yeah, but I don't want to put a number on it.
Okay, so if a man that has kids and he makes $80,000, could he date you?
I'm being realistic for where I live, New York City, right?
I'd ask you a question directly. If a man has kids and he makes 80K, can he date you?
How many kids?
One. No. So I started at the bare minimum of a kid. So a guy that has, so it is about the money. Because let me explain this to you. If you have a money entry to even be qualified, it is about the money. So don't say it's not about the money.
Entry, it's if you have kids, I'm thinking you're financially providing for your kids. Like, not
yeah, no matter how you put it, I'm asking you clean cut questions. Now, this is your life, so you can do it. But to say it's not about the money is a lie because you just said if a guy makes 80K.
About the money. I'm not saying not fully about the money.
But no, but it starts there. No, but here's what you got to understand. This is why I'm asking you clarity. It's your life, so, it is what it is. But when you say if a man makes 80K and he has a child, he's not an option, it is about the money because we don't get to the character if he doesn't make the money to even be considered. So it is about the money when it comes to you. And I'm not saying that's right or wrong, but that's what it is because if a guy has a good character and all those things.
I mean, I honestly think that she's dating losers with money. I really do. I mean, let me be honest. If I make over $250,000, I think I would have higher standards. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. But it's like, if I made over $250,000, okay? If I made that yearly, annually, I'll be dating like at least sevens and above. I don't know about these men, but I'll be dating sevens and above. Because here's the thing. I want to be stupid. Women want money. Plain and simple. Even the fours. So really, what's the point? Why would I date a 4 that wants money when I could just date a 7 that wants money? I mean, unless you are a loser with money. Unless you are a beta simp just with money. Okay? Unless you are 45 with money. Okay, I get it. A 25-year-old, even if she's a 4, she's still 25, right? I get that. But this is the thing where this is the problem where I've seen where I would at least hope, right? Average women would at least be more humble. But no different. Average women aren't humble. They just want money as well. So this is also funny, okay? Where I saw this guy talking about like he's bad mouthing passport bros, okay? Bad mouthing passport bros. Saying like, oh, you're just going over to another country to use your money and all the negative shit. But here's the thing: if you're a man and you're not stupid, you will realize even the West, right? They want money. So going to the East or going to any other countries, right? Any foreign countries, whatever. Yeah, they want money too. But here's the thing. A man that makes 80K, 80K, can't even get a 4, right? Can't even get a date with a 4. But a man that makes 80K can get a date with a 9 in another country. Yeah, she wants money. Fuck. So okay, no duh, right? Don't be stupid. Don't be fucking an idiot. No duh. Women in other countries want money as well. No surprise there. But here's the thing: you'll get more bang for your buck in somewhere else because a 4, right, in this country wouldn't even give you the time of day. A 4, at best a 5, and I'm being nice. Okay? Wouldn't give you the time of day. So, why not go to another country to date a 9 that would love you for money? Now, imagine if you made $250K. Why you're a loser? Because you thought, oh, let me lower my value and date this 4. When you make top tier money, fucking go outside of the country then, right? If your look value is low, but your money value is high, you literally can date 9s, 8s, 7s, 8s, 9s, even 10s outside of the fucking country. Seriously. Gorgeous women. And be honest, every woman around the world wants money. They all want money. They all want to be provided for. So really, if you have the money, just fucking have the brains, okay? This is why I say, men's content is important because It's to educate men. Educate men. You work hard for your money, right? You work hard for your money, right? You work hard for your money to be, let's say, you work hard, so hard for your money to become a 6-figure man. And you have a 4 looking down on you? Fuck that shit. Go outside the country. Go outside the country. Date, marry a woman that's a fucking 8, a 9. They all want money, so there's no difference in that part. But at least you're getting better bang for your buck. And you may get more traditional women, right? You may get more traditional women. You may get more softer, right? Softer personality, more feminine women. Okay, it's not even just looks. It's not even just looks. It's also personality. Women that would cater to their men. Because here's the thing. If you make $250K, she better fucking cater to you.
But if he makes 80K, he's not an option. So it's about the money.
Okay, you could say that. You could say that. It's okay.
Okay, so to be clear, if he makes 100K with a kid, not an option either?
I want kids, Kendra.
Girl, listen, I'm asking you questions. You don't got to explain it. Just tell me yes or no. If it's a no, then it's a no.
We can just move on. We can move on from it. I don't wanna stay on the money topic because I feel like that shows a bad character for me.
Why do you feel like it shows a bad character if it's you?
Because you're gonna post a slide and then when you post.
Because here's the thing. Do you want DMs from men that make lower than what you want? Do you want the DMs from the men that makes 50K? Do you want the DMs from the men that make 80K? I'm not even saying you're gonna get DMs from men that makes 250K, but do you want DMs from men that make lower than what you want? You don't. So really, stop wasting your fucking time. Stop wasting other people's time. Just be honest. You are who you are.
Society, people are going to say all she cares about is the money, and that's not all I care about. If you grew up the way I grew up, you would understand why it's important to me.
Here's the deal. I'm not even being judgmental at this moment, right? Because this is your life, right? But I have to say,
perceive things.
Say again.
People are going to take things and run with it, and I know how people act on social media. And probably a family member, or probably someone in my professional life will see this. So I'm being cognizant of that.
Well, Tia, here's the deal. It's your life, right? You got to live it. But you're perceived as who you are, right? So if if you feel like that's a bad quality, then that's on you. I have women that come on the show and stand 10 toes down and don't give a damn. You got to make 500K and that's just what it is. And that's just what it is. So we can move on. But really why I deep dive is so the men that are watching, it's like we try to make it specific enough so the person that can reach out should reach out and not waste their time. So go ahead.
On the money per se, because then this live becomes just about the money. So that's why.
But here's the deal. These are the things that you said, because I said, could the guy have kids? And you said, well, he has to make more money. So I was just getting clarity, right? And if that's how you feel, then that's how you feel. But that's how I got there, because we were just getting more clarity. So, okay. So why are you so nervous of how you're going to be perceived?
Because I'm in a lot of spaces and I just know that your platform is really big and it might go somewhere that I just don't want to have these conversations.
Well, do you think that it's a bad thing to have a money requirement if he has a certain amount of kids, or a 250K requirement? Do you think it's a bad requirement?
I think I'm thinking about the perception, like how it might look to someone. I might turn off someone just by saying that, but
well, the men that turn what happens is you turn off the men who don't make that, right? So there's men who just don't make it, right? They don't make that salary. So and this is what does happen. They then say, because essentially what it says is, I don't have a shot because of my salary, right? I don't have a shot. So yeah, they do feel a certain type of way. Like sometimes when men say they want a certain age quality, or I want a woman with no kids. Sometimes the women with kids feel away because they're like, well, you're counting me out before you even get to know me because I'm a mother, you know? So, and I know this is why I'm saying this. If you are around these men, you should really, really focus on that because I know that we come on this show and people think everyone's making $250,000 and everyone's it's really not the case. Huh?
I'm not there yet, but that is my trajectory. So
No, I mean that's fine. But I think that all my boss chicks think that it actually really isn't the case, right?
It is insane that a woman that works with the disabled, thinking she's on the trajectory to make $250,000. I don't know. I mean, maybe these women are the rarest of rare women. I mean, maybe she's the only one that works with the disabled that will make $250,000. Maybe.
So when you come on this worldwide show, a lot of men do get sensitive when the money requirement comes up because they don't fall into it. Doesn't mean they're not, and they could be as in good character qualities they might have, just don't have the income quality. So then it's like I'm not even an option because of my bank account. So that's the message that gets out there. But it's according to you, that's what you said it is, though, right? No.
it is what it is. I can't change what I would prefer. Same way a man will prefer a certain thing, I would prefer not to raise my children in poverty. That's
Making 100K isn't raising your children in poverty. Making 80K isn't raising your children in poverty. Because, like, and this is the problem where, did you not say you want to work? Did you not say you're getting your master's? Are you just coming with debt and not working? It's like so fucking annoying. It's like, this is why the men that have dated her that make this amount of money is losers.
that's just a preference.
I understand.
Sorry if I
Huh?
offend, I say I'm sorry if I offend anyone, but I have a certain view that I want for my life. Like I want to be married, I want to have kids, and I have family in different parts of the world. I have family in Canada, Jamaica, and the United Kingdom. I would like to travel a few times a year. So I want whoever I'm with to be comfortable with that or be able to, contribute to that.
Why would he contribute to that? Isn't your money for that? Isn't your money for that?
So
Listen, here's the deal. I understand the logic. I'm a female, I'm a woman. I understand the logic. Now the goal is to find a man who's on the same page. I mean, you're young, you have no kids, you definitely fit into the age category that men tell me they desire. They like younger women, they like women with no kids, and they like, so I don't think all is lost. So we're gonna end right there. Okay. So older man, 30 to 50, New York City. She's a student. She works with adults and kids of disability. She's a Virgo. Are you on the Kendra G Singles dating app?
yeah, it's the name that I have on here.
Okay, let me pull you up, girl. I will tell you this. If your highest probability of getting that type of man and making him a husband or you want to get married are the men that you are circling, right? So if this is really what you want, I think what y'all don't know is women who really be on the wise plans, they be on that's their job. Like for real, that's their job. They said they cash it out, okay? This is not a judgment. This is a game lesson, right? So while you trying to be a boss chick, she making sure everything else is in motion to be the white chick.
Exactly. I mean, this is ridiculous. That's why I've said this. Women's money and education is useless. She wants some man to be comfortable with it and pay for it instead of her. This is why it's like, what's the point of you having a career, having a job, having education?
Because her check is his check. So if you're around,
I said this before. Yes, do men? Of course, men don't want stupid women. Of course, men don't don't want women that are broke. Of course, but here's the problem: why men don't care? Because women don't make it an issue to care about. Your education becomes useless when you don't work. Your career, your money becomes useless when you don't work or contribute. So it's not that men don't care. It's about women don't give a reason for men to care. You don't contribute. So really, if you don't contribute, your money, your career, your job, your education is fucking useless to men. I said it. Men do want a smart woman. Men do want a woman that has a job, right? That's not broke. But the problem is that women don't make it a thing. It is useless. So men don't care. Men are not attracted to it. Men don't put that as a requirement or anything because honestly, at the end of the day, most women only want to work because they want to work, not work to provide, not work to take off the burdens of the husband, okay? Not work to contribute. No, work because you're just bored. So really, men don't give a shit. You can just do whatever the fuck you want, right? Why? What men do care about? Your looks, your youth, your womb, your personality, because those are the things that women give men.
these men, and this is very important to you, and you want to cohabitate with a man of a certain salary bracket, it seems like you're in that circle. So that's your highest probability of closing a deal. Like, don't negate these men that you're frequenting every single day.
You're right. You're right.
I got a paid question.
My God.
I got a few paid questions. Okay, this one said this is in your favor. In NYC, it's not far fetched. Next, the F. Oh, that's the fuck to me. NYC is not far fetched. Next, Kendra, the fuck. Okay, well, okay. There you have it. That one's on your side. Women, what? Let me see this one. Women like that create Shannon Sharp. How? Shannon Sharp, what are you talking about? How do women like this create Shannon Sharp? Shannon Sharp makes more than $250,000. Like, he's a multimillionaire. I don't think he's swayed by any woman's salary requirement. I don't.
He means that this is why older men. He means that this is why older men date younger women. Because here's the thing: if I think Shannon Sharp is in his 50s, right, 56 or whatever, mid 50s. Let's say 55. Okay, let's say Shannon Sharp is 55. A 55-year-old woman wants a man that makes $1 million. Okay, let's say that. Okay, well, a 25-year-old woman wants a man that makes $1 million. What would you choose? What would you choose? Because what's the benefit? What's the benefit? What's the pros and cons of choosing a 55-year-old woman that wants a man that has high standards, that wants a man that makes $1 million, comparative to 56. He's 56. Comparative to let's say a 25-year-old woman that wants a man that makes $1 million. So really, and logically, they both want, they both want the same man. But what does he want? Well, if I'm going to have to pay for it, I might as well date younger. And this is why I just said what I said before. Okay, well, go outside the country. If women want money here, and then women want money in other countries, well, why not date women in other countries? At least you'll be getting the 7s, the 8s, the 9s in beauty qualities. And at least you'll be getting feminine women, traditional women, women that would cater to their men. So
I agree with that. Now, Tyree, Tyrese said delusion where reality takes a vacation and imagination forgets to leave a forwarding address. So Tyrese thinks you're delusional.
Well, one person's delusion is another person's reality.
Woo! Okay.
Is it your reality? Again, it's not a flex that you can get men to date you. It's not a flex that you can get men to have sex with you. Women have to understand the true flex is getting a man that you want to commit to you. That is the true flex. And a lot of women can't flex that shit. A lot of women can't flex that shit.
And Manny Jackson said 250K in New York is like 100K in Alabama.
Thank you, Manny. That's why I kept reiterating New York City. Like I'm.
Girl, listen. Here's the deal. Hello.
Like it's like
I can't
What's wrong with our connection?
hear you, honey.
Now I'm saying the moment you step outside in New York City, it's like the money just goes like this.
You bring the camera down. Yes, but there's plenty of people living in New York City that don't make that money every day.
That's true. No,
Yeah.
about for marriage and for kids. Like I'm thinking about the longevity of it.
I get you, and there's plenty of people who are married in New York City that don't make that money.
And those are not the lifestyles that I want. Those are not.
And that's fair. And that's
The lifestyle. It's the lifestyle. And that is why, again, okay, why provide a lifestyle for a 4 when you can provide a lifestyle for a 7, an 8, or 9? Okay, why? Again, this is why men are uneducated. Men are inexperienced. This is why men need men content. This is why. Because I honestly believe so many men out there lack guidance. Lack guidance. OGs, unks, just men that have experience, men that have, more knowledge, more world knowledge. A lot of younger men lack that. A lot of younger men lack that guidance.
fair. Listen, that's fair. I'm not telling you it's the lifestyle you have to go through, but I'm saying there are people that live under that in New York City every single day. And that's fair if that's not that's fair if that's not what you want for your life. So now let's find you a man that's on the same life plan. What happened, honey?
If I don't come across a man that makes that amount, which I don't have any problem coming across men, but if I don't come across someone that makes that amount, I'm okay with making that amount for myself and providing for myself.
Right. So now with that example, would you partner with a man that made less than you or no? Okay. Okay, fair enough. So you'll just be happy single. Okay. Fair enough.
For too long.
Your phone's going in and out, honey.
I said I'll never be single for too long, so.
So that means you would date a man that makes less than.
No, you just can't make less.
Oh, okay. Okay.
The fuck is this? Whatever. I swear to God, it's just. This is the problem where I believe fatherless women, or I don't know. I just think this is the poison that a lot of women have experienced. It's just sad and pathetic. It really is. But you know what? Here, whatever. You want to flex that you date these men? Great. Because here's the thing. As you get older, you are a 4. As you get older, you think you get better with age? That is a delusion that women will feel real quick. When you are already average at 25, you're average at 25, okay? You are fucking average at 25. Do you think you'll become better at 35? You think you become better at 40? No. Right now, because you're in your youthful prime, right? Your age, your your youthful prime. You're getting that attention, okay? You're getting that attention, but I don't. Reality's gonna hit. Reality will hit. So, what do you guys think? All right, guys. That's it for tonight. I think it was a good live. Lots of good videos. I think some decent videos. So I hope you guys liked it. But yes, everyone, thank you for stopping by. Ivan, Garrett, Big Bars, Redneck, Catania, and I butchered that name. Thank you for stopping by, Skull. Totally awesome. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for checking out the live. Thank you guys for all the love and support. You guys are amazing. Please check out my other videos, okay? Please check them out. Please like, comment. Those are always helpful. Help me push out the videos. That would be amazing, right? But yeah, other than that, later, guys.